Okay, let's go.
Hello, this is MrChris. Today is Tuesday, July 1, 2025. I have reached my 1 year of trading the wheel strategy and in investing in YieldMax. I'm sorry I did not publish any video for more than 2 months. I took on a project and it ate up most of my time. Couple that with the grandkids on vacation, going to Disneyland, then Las Vegas trips. Anyway, in this video, I will have an update on the status of my 2 portfolios, my Wheel Strategy portfolio and my YieldMax portfolio. I will share with you the 1 year performance of my portfolio. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is MrChris and I trade options using the Wheel Strategy and invest in ultra high yield funds from YieldMax. Last year, I was forced to retire from my job as an engineer and project manager for an oil and gas company. Hence the start of my journey in earning my retirement income through options and dividends. Okay, here we go. Let's start with my Wheel Strategy portfolio. I started trading the Wheel Strategy last July 2024, and last week was the last week of trading for my first year of trading options using the no-loss method of the Wheel Strategy. When I started trading, I had a budget of $300,000, and I kept this budget for about 10 months. The market went down last April, so by late April to early May, I started raising my budget in order to maintain the amount of premium I received for trading options. Raising my budget also in preparation for the rest of 2025. I am setting my budget to $500,000 for the rest of 2025. However, I am currently using close to $450,000 only. In order to calculate my total return, I will need to determine the amount of investment that I use to earn the option premium. I will use the weighted average of my budget as the amount of investment I have at risk. For the effective investment at risk, I will assume that my budget for the last 2 months is $450,000. The effective or weighted average of my budget is equal to $300,000 times 10 for the 10 months, plus $450,000 times 2 for the last 2 months, and you add that up divided by 12, and this is equal to $325,000. So the total amount of premium I earned for 1 year starting July 2024 and ending June 30, 2025 is $217,418.66. However, last April, I was forced to sell several call options below my cost. Some of these call options were assigned, and since the strike prices were below my cost, I incurred some loss when they were assigned. And the total amount I lost is $15,781.90. So we subtract the total amount I lost from the total earned premium, and we end up with the net earned premium for trading the Wheel Strategy, and this is equal to $201,636.76. My effective rate of return for trading the non-loss method of the Wheel Strategy is then equal to 62.04%. How about my portfolio? After my recent trades for the first week of July, here's the current setup I have for my Wheel Strategy portfolio. The total cost of all shares I used to sell call options is $231,570. The current net value of these shares of stock is $229,730. So I have a loss of about $3,000 or $4,000. Now currently I also have several cash covered put options. The amount of cash reserved for these put options is $236,500. Now I asked ChatGPT about my performance in trading the Wheel Strategy. ChatGPT said that it is not typical and is quite high. So I am very happy with the result of trading the no-loss method of the Wheel Strategy. I know that my method of trading the Wheel Strategy is quite aggressive, but I mitigate the risk by using my 6 criteria for selecting the stocks or ETF to use for the Wheel Strategy. Now, key to reducing my risk are diversification, budget management, and trading frequency. I hope that I can repeat this performance for 2025. My first year performance is based on a fiscal year of July 2024 to June 2025. My next step is to start using the calendar year for my performance evaluation. Using calendar year for performance evaluation, my total earned premium for 2024 is $101,436 with no loss, and my budget in 2024 is $300,000. Therefore, my total return for 2024 is 33.81%. Now, my current total earned premium in 2025 is $128,655.55. Now, I already included here the first earned premiums I have for July 2025, which I traded yesterday. Now, all of my losses of $15,781.90 occurred in the first half of 2025. Therefore, as of July 2025, my net earned premium is equal to $112,873.65. I will share with you my 2025 performance by early January 2026. Now let's move on to my YieldMax portfolio. I started investing in YieldMax Funds last July 2024. My initial mix of funds when I started is quite different from the current mix of YieldMax Funds that I have now. In addition, I altered the way I use the dividends I received from YieldMax. Since I am taking my expenses from the premiums I earned from trading the wheel strategy, I actually reinvest most of my YieldMax dividends. However, I do not have automatic reinvestment plans for all of the funds. About 50% of the dividends I receive weekly goes to reinvesting in ULTY, YMAX, and LFGY through an automatic drip plan. Recently, I also started an auto drip plan for AIYY and CONY. My total return for these funds are currently negative. That's for AIYY and CONY. And I started the auto drip plan to reduce my cost through dollar cost averaging. The remaining dividend not used for auto drip plan goes to my reserved cash for selling put options on MSTY, CONY, and NVDY. Also, in early January, I sold all of my 100 Tesla shares at $9.80 per share. Then 2 weeks ago, I then repurchased 1,000 shares of Tesla at $8.66 per share. I also have 10 contracts of cash covered put options for Tesla. I sold these contracts for a premium of 44 cents per share at a strike price of $8 per share expiring July 18, 2025. So here is a snapshot of my YieldMax portfolio showing its performance as of July 1, 2025. The market is down today, so my total return has dropped off a little bit. However, as the table shows, my total return as of July 1, 2025 is at 22.6%. The 3 YieldMax ETF that gave me the highest total return are ULTY, YMAX, and MSTY. With regards to MSTY, I do not use an auto drip plan for MSTY. Instead, I sell cash covered put options. By doing this, I am able to earn premiums if the cash covered put options expires worthless, or buy MSTY at a discount if the cash covered put is assigned. For example, I have a cash covered put options on MSTY that will expire July 18, 2025. It has a strike price of $25 per share. Now, MSTY currently is around $21 to $22 per share. Now, I expect the price of MSTY to be between $20 to $25 by July 18. Therefore, I expect these cash covered put options to be assigned, meaning I have to buy MSTY on July 18 for $25 per share. Since I have 10 contracts, then I have to buy 1,000 shares for a total of $25,000. Now, the premium I received for these cash covered put options was $5.83 per share for a total of $5,830. This means that my actual cost per share, if I get assigned, is $19.17 per share. As long as MSTY's price is between $19.17 and $25 per share by July 18, I will be acquiring MSTY at a discount without any loss for these 1,000 shares. Of course, this assumes that I will be assigned on July 18. Okay, to summarize, my first 1 year of trading the no-loss method of the wheel strategy is just amazing to me, and It cemented my belief that I will be able to generate my retirement income just by trading options using the no-loss method of the wheel strategy. I earned more than $200,000 of premium using the no-loss method of the wheel strategy. Now my YieldMax portfolio performed well as generating a total return of about 22% with MSTY, YMAX, and ULTY leading this dividend-making machine of a portfolio. The project that I was working on is almost complete, so I can devote some time in generating new videos for you. So stick with me, and I think I now believe that with a small amount of investment that you can generate a decent amount of retirement income. Now that's it. I will see you in my next video. Thank you. If you like this video or any of the videos in my channel, please hit the like button and subscribe, and join me in my journey in generating my retirement income through trading options and investing in high yield funds like YieldMax. If you have any comment or question about the no-loss method of the wheel strategy or my perspective about YieldMax, please write a comment and I will answer them the best I can. This is Mr. Chris. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.